In a small village, there was a coachman who was a devout follower of Hercules. One day, while driving his cart to the market, one of the wheels got stuck in a deep puddle. Shocked and unsure of what to do, the coachman stood by his cart, staring at the situation. Finally, he looked up to the sky and shouted,
"Hercules, please come down and help me right now."
But there was no response. Frustrated, he shouted even louder,
"Why won't you answer me? Please help me out of this mess."
As evening approached, villagers returning from the market noticed the coachman's predicament and stopped to talk.
How much longer are you going to call out to Hercules? He's clearly not going to answer. Maybe it's because he doesn't exist.
Hearing this, the coachman's face turned red with anger.
What nonsense! How dare you speak such blasphemy about the great Hercules?
Another man stepped forward and replied calmly,
My God isn't silent like yours. He responds because he is real.
The argument grew more heated, and it seemed a fight might break out. That's when someone else intervened.
Hold on, everyone. Instead of fighting, I have an idea. Why don't we test it? The God who responds is the true God.
That's a great idea. Let's build altars and see which god answers.
Everyone agreed and decided to head to the nearby hill to build their altars. The villagers built 2 altars and placed calves on each as offerings. The man who believed in God turned to the coachman and said,
Each of us will call upon our God. The one who answers with fire is the true God.
Yes, that will prove who the real god is.
Fine. My Hercules will surely answer me.
All right, then you go first. Just call your God's name, but don't set the offering on fire yourself.
Agreed. I'll begin now.
The coachman stepped forward and began to call out.
Hercules!
Nothing happened.
Hercules! Send fire down and accept this offering.
He shouted even louder, but there was still no response. Frustrated, he cried out,
My God, Hercules, please answer me. Send fire now.
Desperate, the coachman began circling the altar, waving his arms toward the sky and pleading.
Hercules! Here, right here. Send your fire now.
As time passed with no answer, the man watching couldn't help but chuckle.
Maybe your Hercules is out running errands. Or perhaps he's taking a nap and can't hear you.
Exhausted and humiliated, the coachman glared at the man but said nothing.
Fine. Let's see what your God can do.
It was now the man's turn. Before calling upon his God, he made an unusual request.
Before I pray, dig a trench around the altar and fill it with water. Then pour water over the calf and the wood 3 times.
But wouldn't that make it harder to light a fire?
Just do as I ask.
The villagers obeyed, soaking the offering in the wood. Then the man stood by the altar and prayed.
God, show everyone here that you are the true God.
The moment he finished his prayer, fire fell from the sky. It consumed not only the offering in the wood, but also the water in the trench. Everyone was stunned.
What?
Oh no.
Oh my. This man's God is the true God.
That day, the entire village learned who the true God was. The coachman, devastated by the realization that Hercules was not a true god, felt an overwhelming sense of betrayal.
All this time I was wrong. Hercules isn't real. The true God is the one who answered today.
From that day forward, the coachman never called upon Hercules again. Instead, he sought to know the one true God. One day, while praying, the coachman asked,
God, who are you?
In that moment, he heard a voice.
I am who I am.
Suddenly, the coachman's mind was flooded with vivid scenes from the scriptures.
Ah, these are all from the Bible. Creation, the Exodus, the miracles. It was all you.
Overwhelmed with awe, the coachman fell to his knees.
Thank you, God, for revealing to me that you are the true and living.